And we welcome you back, baseball fans around the country. Chris Allard, the 2024 Perfect Game Super Regional NIT here in Henderson, Nevada, just outside the Las Vegas Strip here. Two teams, game number 2 for the ZT Prospects 14U national team going up against the USA Scout national team. A 14U Majors team. They'll be the home team, start things off. Left-handed pitcher starting things off, Trewick. Cole, pitcher of record, catching behind the plate. Genia over on the first base side. Mateo Valenzuela over in the second base position. Nathan over in third. In the 5 spot, Kason Owens. And the 6th spot at shortstop would be McMahon over in the left field side to start things off. It will be, looks like Hayden's, I can't pronounce that name completely. I apologize. I'll get that worked out in left field. And then over on your center field position, you've got Prisco, and over in right field, Ross rounding things off. So underway, Charlie Blaylock jumps out of the box there, and the count is 1-0. Start things off here. Prospects will be the away team. Pitch on the way. And a strike there. The count goes to 1-1. So Blaylock looking to get things started for the Prospects. And Scout team, as I mentioned, the home team here. The count is 2-1. Once again, we welcome you live here. We appreciate you joining us. Day number 1, the 2-day Super Regional NIT here in Henderson. And a ball just missing in the low part of the zone. The count goes to 3-1. Blaylock lays off. Winner of these tournaments, the Super Regional NITs throughout the season, gets you a shot at the national championship. And strike on the inside part of the plate. So good looking pitch there. Trey Cole locates there. 3-2. First base side, pulled foul. And the count goes full at 3-2. And ball 4, so Blaylock, leadoff hitter for the ZT Prospects, finds himself 90 feet down to first base, and that'll bring up Victorio. So Nateo will step in. True left-handed pitcher, direct line of sight over on the first base side. He'll work from the stretch, takes a look over. Good speed in Blaylock at first. Throw back over, and Blaylock back safely. Valenzuela holds him on over on first. And swing and a miss there. Truk will work ahead. The count's 0-1. Things definitely cooling off here as we're just a little past the 4 p.m. hour here. And a good stop behind the plate. And the count goes even to 1-1. Blaylock at first. Valenzuela for the scout team holding him on. Charlie with good speed, and Truk's got a nice look over and the toss over just to keep him honest. Coach Trey down on the first base side for the ZT Prospects national team, and Carlos Avila down on the third base side, skipper of the club. On the move, hit by pitch, dead ball at the plate, so Victorio gets hit by pitch and runners at first and second. So a walk and hit by pitch will bring up the 3-hitter, Easton O'Quinn. Defense is ranged up here. Truk from the stretch. No outs. A blow on the inside part of the plate. The count is 1-0. And a 2-0 count to Easton O'Quinn. So 3-0 count to Easton O'Quinn. Blake Barberena on deck for the Prospects. Ball 4, so 4-pitch walk. And Blake Barberena will step in. A lefty-lefty match up here. Truk on the hill, and Barberena ready to go. And a ball gets away, pass ball. That'll bring in Blaylock with good speed. It's deep here. It's about 30 feet back behind home plate. And Charlie will score on the pass ball. So the Prospects bring one over. Count is 1-0 to Blake Barberena. O'Quinn at second, Victorio at third. Fastball up, the count's 2-0. And a ball on the inside. And a 3-0 count. So Truk with a little trouble here early on in the top of the first. And another pass ball to plate. And that was ball 4 for Barberena. So back-to-back walks, and a pass ball to plate brings over the second run. So runners at the corners, and a quick visit out to the hill from the scout head coaching staff. Stay with us. The 2024 Perfect Game Super Regional NIT. Game number 2 for the ZT Prospects 14U national team. We will be right back. Well, back to live action. The pitching change here for the scout team. Tyler Patuvis comes in, takes over. Righty-lefty matchup. Brody Taylor in the box. Runner goes on the move there. Stop behind the plate. Barberena moves up 90 feet to second on a ball. The count's 1-0. Brody looking for an opportunity here with O'Quinn at third. Ball's deep, center field. Center fielder, right fielder on the move. And brings it in. They tag up. Long throw home. And on the tag up, O'Quinn will score from third. They pick up their third here. And a long fly out for Brody Taylor. So Barberena stays parked at second. That'll bring up Carter Nash. Ball's low, good block behind the plate. And the count is 2-0 to Carter Nash. And a strike there, good looking pitch, locates. So Tyler gets one back. The count is 2-1. Carter, shallow, could drop in, and it does. First base side. Here comes one. Barberena with good speed, a good throw in to the plate. And just not in time, and pulls the catcher up the first base side. They bring out their fourth. So Barberena scores on a flare to the right side for Carter Nash. Jimmy Stout will step in with one out. So Patuvis comes in. And Trueck will own those runs. And Jimmy Stout hit by pitch. So runners at first and second for the Prospects, and Daniel Bedard will step in. So Tajernia has a word with his pitcher. And Bedard will step in. Stout at first, Carter Nash at second. And the count's 1-0. The ball out. And the count is 2-0. So Bedard disciplined at the plate, looking for a good pitch here. With one out here in the top of the first frame, the Prospects leading this one 4-0. And a strike there, a good pitch right up the middle. Bedard lays off, and the count goes to 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Bedard looking for a knock. He's got Nash at second. Runner on the move. Ball's hit down to the third base side. And he's out at third. And off the bag, safe over on the first base side. So a hit and run, and Carter Nash, the ball was hit right to the third baseman. And Carter was on the move. So Bedard gets on board. Nash out at third. 2 down. Jimmy Stout moves over 90 feet to second. And Noah Jerolimic will step in. Patuvis takes a look. Pitch on the way. Ball just missing there. The count's 1-0. So Noah looking at a 1-0 count. And coming inside, just missing on the inner half. Counts 2-0. And the count's 2-1. Good looking pitch there. So Tyler puts one up. The count's 2-1. Foul ball. The count goes to 2-2. So twos across the board here in the top of the first. 2 outs. Bedard at first. Stout at second. The 2-2 pitch. Right side, second baseman. A good grab there, in and out, but makes a good defensive recovery. So an excellent play over on the second base side. Nathan does what he needs to do. Third out, they'll leave 2 on, but they bring 4 over. Good effort on the scout team. Good defensive play. We'll be right back. Well, we're ready to go here in the bottom of the first inning. The Prospects leading this one 4-0. Brooks Anderson comes in facing Dre Murakami. And the count is 1-0. Second base side, good gather there. Trouble, they've got time. It's got to get there quickly. And Blake Barberena over at second was able to make the play. And the count is 0-1 to the 2-hitter. Kason Owens takes a cut, fouls it. Counts 0-2. So Murakami ahead here in the count, looking for an opportunity to pick up the second out. Owens on the other side, looking for a knock. Swing and a miss, gets him on the outside, he'll get the K. Murakami puts one up. And the three-hitter, Mateo Valenzuela, will step in. He'll take a swing there. And the count is 0-1. Lights coming on the field here in Henderson. We're at the Buckholder Park. And back-to-back swings there. And Murakami gets ahead. Gets it through. The count's 0-2. And strike three. Three-pitch. So Murakami takes care of business there. They go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first frame. We'll go to the top. Prospects leading 4-0. Well, back to live action. We're ready to go here at the top of the second. The ZT Prospects 14U national team leading this one over the USA Scout Club 4-0. And Brandon Manavong will start things off for the Prospects. Prospects here in the second will go 10, 11, 12. They're batting 13. The count's 1-0. And Manavong to the right side along the fence line in the dugout. No play. First baseman rolled off, but not able to do anything with the ball. And the count goes to 1-1. Ball up, the count goes to 2-1. Manavong on the infield, right fielder charging there, and he'll reel it in. Ball had a little more lift to it. The count for Manavong, he'll have a seat at a 2-1 count. Pops it up to the right side, brings up Dre Murakami. Murakami, lefty, swings it from the right side with one out. And Murakami fouls it off to the left side and out of play. So a 1-1 count to Murakami. Ball's hit to the right side. First baseman, good stop there in the glove, and he'll handle it himself. Valenzuela takes care of business. They got 2 outs. So back to back with 2 down, and that'll bring up Tristan Brown. Counts 1-0. And a ball called at the plate. The count's 2-0. Tyler trying to locate the outer half of the plate. A little elevated. And the 2-0 pitch. And a strike on the outside, making a good adjustment there. The count goes to 2-1. So just missing on the inner part of the plate, Tristan. Count is 3-1. And ball 4, Tristan Brown gets on with a walk. Tristan with good speed. We'll bring up Cameron Walters. Walters has had some good production today thus far. In game 1, another toss back over. Brown gets back in time. Tyler keeping him honest. As I mentioned, Tristan with very good speed. Runner goes. Pop up. Off of the first base side. The first base is vacated. And Tristan gets back, but that's out number 3. So the pop up for Cameron Walters. They strand Tristan Brown. Well, to the bottom of the second. Prospects leading this one 4-0. Well, Murakami will stay on the hill for the Prospects. He'll get a couple warm-up tosses. We'll be ready to go here in the bottom of the second. As fall ball / winter ball concludes for a lot of teams here, and spring just around the corner before we know it. Super Regional NIT, the 2024 event brought to you by Perfect Game. Learning more about what's going on in your region and the areas where you can compete. An opportunity to win a regional NIT, get yourself to the championships in summer of 2025. Go to pg.org. Well, as the weather continues to cool off here this evening, as we're heading into towards the 5 p.m. hour, just a little past 4:30 here on the West Coast. It's currently 54 degrees here in Henderson. Feels more like about 44 Fortunately, there's no wind, so that's a good thing for the players. They'd be very cold, and a lot of these guys wearing short sleeves. Time moves forward. We're going to cool off some more as Murakami gets things started off. And the count is 1-0. Ball missing low and out, 2-0 count. Swing and a miss at the plate. So the second baseman, 9-hitter Nathan, takes a cut. And the count goes to 2-2. So Nate looking for an opportunity. Time called at the plate. And a 2-2 count here in the bottom of the second. And a ball missing out. The count goes full at 3-2. So Murakami taking Nate to a full count. And the ball fouled off to the right side. Ball is stuck in the fence. And swing there, Murakami gets the K. And the count is 1-0. And a ball swung on, fouled straight back. Murakami evens things up here in a 1-1 count. And a strike there. Murakami locates the fastball, ball and 2 strikes. So Walters, good stop there. None of the bases are occupied, but still a good play defensively as the count goes to 2-2 here with 1 out. Strike 3 call. Murakami dials it in, and he'll find himself with another K on the books. So righty-lefty matchup here. Murakami with 2 Ks. Trying to get out of the inning here in the bottom of the second frame, leading this one 4-0. And a ball chopped foul at the box there, and the count is 0-1. So Truick trying to get something going here to extend the inning, hitting in the 6th spot. Trying to get a runner on base for his guys. And a strike there. The count goes to 0-2. And a ball at the plate. Count as a ball and 2 strikes. Cole steps back in. Murakami looking for an out pitch. Cole looking for a knock. The 1-2 pitch. Ball's up and out. That got away from Murakami. Fastball. See, his release point was way out. And the count goes even to 2-2. Curveball. Strike 3 called. Murakami sets the side. 1-2-3. Well, to the top of the third, the ZT Prospects 14U national team leading this one over the USA Scout team. Chris Allard with the call. The 2024 Perfect Game Super Regional NIT. We will be right back. Well, back to live action. We're ready to go here. Fastball on the inside. Pitching change here. Charlie Blaylock looks at a strike. The count's 0-1. Didn't have the numbers and the uniforms for the lineup, but we'll get to the name of the pitcher here in just a moment. And upstairs, the count goes to 1-1. So the count goes to 2-2, and the pitching change for the Scout Club. MJ Briscoe, the right-handed hurler for the club, with a 2-2 count on Charlie Blaylock. Blaylock, a line shot, gets through on the second base side. Hit the dirt and peeled off just outside of the glove there on the second base side. So well hit ball. Charlie Blaylock gets on board with a single. So Victoria will step in. Blaylock at first. Briscoe will work from the stretch. Throw back over. Blaylock with good speed and trying to take advantage there. Briscoe checking him back, just says, hey, I see you over there. Valenzuela, the first baseman, holds him on, the ball out. Victorio not biting there. The count is 1-0. The prospects, with no outs here in the top of the third frame, we're through 2. Briscoe takes another check. Pitch on the way, on the move. Ball out, throw down. Blaylock with a good jump. Ends up 90 feet with a stolen bag, and the count is 2-0. Briscoe throws the ball to Victorio at the plate, and Blaylock moves up 90 feet. Shortstop in tight. And Briscoe gets that through. And the count is 2-1. Nate over at short for the Scout team. As Briscoe takes a check, he'll range up, rolls off, the ball's up, the count goes to 3-1. And Victorio gets tagged there. And Monster down to first base, and that'll bring up Easton O'Quinn. So Victorio gets hit by pitch, and O'Quinn will step in. Mentioned the lights are on the field here as we're moving towards 5 p.m. here. Weather cooling off. Current temperatures I mentioned previously was 54, and it'll drop a degree or so right around the 5 p.m. hour, and then cool off significantly as we move into the evening hours. 51 at 6, 49 at 7, and 47 respectively as we go through the late part of the evening and early morning hours continue to drop. Briscoe ready to deal. Pitch on the way. Curveball. Strike call. Good pitch there for Briscoe. He'll work ahead. And the count is 0-1. Tomorrow, Championship Sunday. So these games are important. Shortstop side, a good gather. Good throw across. One hopper gets through. And coming home is Charlie Blaylock. Victoria will shut it down at third. And Easton O'Quinn on the overthrow to the first base side just gets away. Ends up at second. So runners at first and second, and Blaylock scores. And the prospects will bring over their 5th run here in the top of the third frame. Blake Barberena will step in. And a ball just up and out. And Blake lays off there. So Briscoe tries to get to low part of the plate. And the count is 2-0. O'Quinn at second for the Prospects. Victoria over on third. And that ball gets away at the plate. Victoria will score. There's no play there. O'Quinn moves up 90 feet to third. And on a ball and a pass ball, count is 3-0. And the Prospects will bring over their sixth there. Barberena, right side, fair ball. That'll go down to the fence line at the 3:30 marker. And off the fence, Barberena is going to go for three. And Barberena in with the triple. So Blake gets the trip and an RBI. So Brody Taylor will step in with no outs here in the top of the third. Barberena at third on a well-hit ball down the first base line all the way to the 3:30 mark, foul pole marker. At 7-0, Brody Taylor in the box. Taylor fouls it back. The count's 0-1. So Taylor, a 1-1 count. And a ball to play, bouncing, and Barberena will come across. The count is 2-1. And the Prospects pick up their eighth. The bases are cleared. A 2-2 count to Taylor. With 8 on the books here on the top of the third. Join the 2024 Perfect Game Super Regional NIT here in Henderson, Nevada. Just outside of the Las Vegas Strip. Right side, one hopper. Laying it out at second. Brody Taylor gets on board. So Taylor on board with a single will bring in Carter Nash. Valenzuela for the scout team holding him on. Brody Taylor takes a extra hop, nowhere there. Briscoe will work from the stretch. Brody on the move. Strike called at the plate. No play down to second. And Briscoe gets the strike call. It's a 1-1 count. Brody Taylor into second. No throw down. Strike out. Carter takes a look. Briscoe at 1-2 count on him. Taylor at second. Strike three there. Good pitch, Briscoe. It's a slider. So 1 out on the books. Jimmy Stout will step in. And another ball at the plate, just bouncing. Gets behind, the catcher not able to make a play. Carlos heads out, has a word with Briscoe. And a 1-0 count on Jimmy Stout. Heading towards 5 p.m. as I mentioned. Temperature definitely cooling off. So everybody here in the crowd pretty much bundled up for the evening. Throughout the course of the day, it's been pretty cold, but luckily no wind. Carlos sets up behind the plate. Briscoe ready to deal. Jimmy Stout, right side, right fielder on the move. Everybody going for it, and the first baseman. And foul ball. So Briscoe, 2-1 count on Jimmy Stout. He's got Brody Taylor at third. Right side, deep, right fielder charging. That ball drops in fair down to the 330 mark. Jimmy on his way to second. And in with the stand-up double and an RBI. Brody Taylor will score from third. So the Prospects pick up their 9th run. And an RBI for Stout. RBI double on the books. So after being hit by pitches last at bat, it's a double and an RBI. Bedard, last at bat, got on board with a single. And looks at a strike. Briscoe works ahead. The count's 0-1. Fastball up, just misses up and out. The count goes even to 1-1. Briscoe steps off, and Stout checks back up to second. McMahon, the shortstop in his back pocket, he rolls off. Ball just missing outside. Briscoe thought he had a strike there. Good looking pitch, and the count goes to 2-1. And a strike there. Bedard lays off, not biting. The count goes to 2-2. And strike three called. So Briscoe gets the K, and they get 2 outs on the books, and that brings up Noah Gerolamick. And a strike to start things off. Briscoe works ahead. The count's 0-1. Good movement for him on that pitch as Gerolamick laid off. And a big cut there. Briscoe, 0-2 count. Parked at second is Jimmy Stout. Ball just missing there, and the count's 1-2. Briscoe just needs to make a little adjustment there with that pitch. It's got good movement. And the ball cut foul straight back. So the 1-2 count holds. Carlos at his feet gets up. Had to take a minute to locate, and Stout moves over to third. The count goes to 2-2. So the 2s across the board here for Briscoe and the Scout team, with Jimmy Stout at third. Ball's up. The count goes full at 3-2. Ball 4. Briscoe thought he had a strike there. And Gerolamick will end up down at first base with runners at the corners, and Brandon Manavong will step in for the Prospects. So Briscoe and his crew looking for an out here with 2 down. It's a 9-0 affair, top of the third frame. Strike there, good pitch for Briscoe. Start ahead. And the count is 0-1. Manavong lays off there. The count goes to 1-1. Fastball just missing. The count goes to 2-1. Time is called. Manavong steps out. He'll reload. So Manavong gets on board. And a bases loaded for number 5, Dre Murakami. So Murakami looks at a ball. The count's 1-0. Murakami, right side. Second baseman pulls in. He'll grab it at the cut of grass there, right on the infield. The prospects, they'll leave a few on, but they pick up a handful. It's 9-0. We'll head to the bottom of the third. ZT Prospects 14U national team leading this one over the USA Scout team. We'll be right back. Chris Aller with the call. You're enjoying the 2024 Perfect Game Super Regional NIT here in Henderson, Nevada. So a big inning for Dre Murakami as Tristan Brown pulls that one in from the right field side. And Murakami staying hot here. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Correction, top. We'll be right back. So through 3 frames complete, top of the fourth, Tristan Brown will lead things off for the Prospects. The Prospects here will go 12-13-1. Coach Carlos batting everybody here today. And it's been a good day for the Prospects so far as we head to the fourth. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Tristan Brown ready to go here as we're in the top of the fourth frame. The Prospects leading this one 9-0. Tristan pulled in the last grab from scout team over on the right side. And takes a look. The count's 2-0. So Caleb Smith taking over for Briscoe, and Tristan Brown locks back in. And a strike there. So Caleb reels things back in. Caleb Smith, right-hander for the club. And a pop-up on the infield. First baseman rolls off, makes the grab. So 1 out on the books. Cameron Walters will step in. And the count's 1-0. Field well lit up here tonight. So we're heading into the evening hours here in Henderson, Nevada. The count is 2-0 to Cameron Walters. Just outside of the Las Vegas Strip, downtown area. The Burkholder Baseball Park. Nice area here in Henderson. The 2-0 pitch. Chopper, shortstop, makes the grab. Safe at first. So down the line quickly, Cameron Walters. So Walters, with good speed, pays off. Beats out the throw, and Caleb will work from the stretch. They could get two. Oh, and in and out of the glove at the second base side, and with good speed, Blaylock ends up at first, and he'll shut it down, but Walters ends up at third. Now, runners at the corners with one out, and Victoria will step in. Walters at third, Blaylock at first. One out here, top of the fourth. Scout team, they're the home squad. They'll get the bottom half. Runner on the go. Strike there. Caleb works ahead. The count's 0-1. Ball at the plate. Carlos keeps it in front. And the count is 2-1. Correction, 1-1. So Victoria looking to get something going here with runners in scoring position. Flyer, shortstop, left fielder backing up actually. High fly ball. Tagging up and coming home is Cameron Walters. Blaylock moves over to third. So Victoria sacrifice fly. They get the 10th. And Blaylock's over at third with two outs. Victoria gets the RBI. Easton O'Quinn will step in. O'Quinn, solid production out of him so far in the first game, and obviously opportunities here with Blaylock at third here in the second. Cut there. Caleb works ahead. The count's 0-1. So 1-1 count to O'Quinn. Smith evens things up here. We're in the fourth. And a ball cut foul straight behind us and out of play. So a 1-2 count to Easton O'Quinn. Lights filling the sky here tonight. Championship Sunday tomorrow at the conclusion of all the games this evening. They'll seed the bracket accordingly, and the championship will unfold tomorrow. Good pitch there. Smith dials one in. O'Quinn will have a seat. They leave one on, but they pick up their 10th. Led to the bottom of the fourth frame. We'll be right back. Go back to live action, ready to go here. Pitching change. Carter Nash taking over on the hill for the Prospects. And the count is 1-0 to get things started here. Carter. So Nash, 1-1 count here. And a ball low there. The count goes to 2-1. And Ross looks at a ball. The count's 3-1. So Carter Nash looking to get a strike here. Fastball up, ball 4. So Carter Nash loses Ross, the 10 hitter. Carlos, the catcher, will step in. That's a different hitter here. My apologies. It looked like it was Carlos, but not certain who that is. Ball low.
Hey, good evening now. Let's go.
Count is 1-0. And a strike on the inside. So Nash makes the adjustment, comes back in on the inner third of the plate, and the count goes even to 1-1. Throw back over to the first base side. And Nash runs it out. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. And strike 3 there. Swing and a miss into the glove. And Carter Nash will get a K to start things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Prospects leading 10-0. Counts 1-0, slider off the plate. Now Quinn over at first for the Prospects. A little bit of a defensive shift here. Carter, fastball, swing and a miss. The count gets even to 1-1. Counts 1-2 on the changeup.
Come on, Carter.
And fastball up the middle. Strike 3 will do it. 2 down. So Carter Nash back-to-back strikeouts, and USA Scout team is down to their final out here in the bottom of the 4th frame. They're the home team. It's 8 after 4. And the Prospects leading this one 10-0. So strike there. And the count's 0-1. And back-to-back, the count's 0-2. I believe it's 8 after 5. We'll get some verification on that. And at the plate, that ball gets through. Jimmy Stout lets that get through. Runner moves up.
Come on, Carter.
Counts 1 and 2. We'll verify on the run rule, but we'll head to the 5th if it's not 8 after 4. Ball up. Count goes to 2 and 2. And swing and a miss. So Carter Nash, 1, 2, 3. Well, the ZT Prospects, they do it in fine fashion. The scout team put everything out there they could today. They'll continue to play through. Tomorrow's Sunday, Championship Sunday. They'll seed things after the conclusion of tonight's session. We hope you've enjoyed it. Prospects, they go back-to-back wins here. Run rules on both games, and an excellent work by all the players contributing across the team. And the Prospects take this one in fine fashion. Well, that'll wrap it up. Chris Aller with the call. The 2024 Perfect Game Super Regional NIT here in Henderson, Nevada. This one's officially in the books. Coach Carlos Avila, the skipper, and his club, they do their thing. And we will be back tomorrow to bring you Championship Sunday. For now, we'll sign off from Henderson, Nevada at the Burkholder Baseball Park. Again, Chris Aller with the call. It's been a pleasure. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a pleasant evening wherever you are. We will see you tomorrow.